Hey, good evening. It's Jonathan McHugh on Q-Score. We're back at the 4th Annual Music Supervisor Guild Awards at the beautiful Max Sennett Studios built in the early 1900s. Charlie Chaplin and him were some of the pioneers in the game. And I'm luckily to sit with my friend Thomas Golubic, who is nominated tonight for a little show called Breaking Bad, which has had quite the friggin' year, huh?
Yes, it has. We've been kind of sweeping almost every awards ceremony these days. It's kind of an amazing thing. I mean, the show's been wrapped up now for a few months, but the awards ceremonies keep on coming, so it's kind of nice to keep on getting represented.
Thomas Gilligan, who's the producer and creator of the show, did an event with you and us and the composer at our event last summer, I believe it was. And he seems like just an amazing guy. Talk about your collaboration working with Tom Gilligan.
Well, with Vince Gilligan and Dave Porter, Vince Gilligan is, without question, the most talented filmmaker I've ever worked with. I mean, he's a producer of television, but he's literally my favorite person to work for. He's the smartest, the most genteel. He's a Virginia boy, so he has a great politeness to him. He really does a great job at getting the best work out of everybody on the ship. He is able to, for one, articulate his vision for the show really, really well. He's able to motivate everyone to do their very best work. And the quality and the kindness that comes from that entire collaboration, I think, brings out in everybody who works on it their level. I think the best work I've ever done is on Breaking Bad. I think Dave Porter would feel the same, our composer. Bryan Cranston's work is astonishing and breathtaking. Aaron Paul's work is astonishing and breathtaking. And I think everybody would admit that it is Vince's stewardship that has been able to bring all of us to our best game and to rise to the occasion of everyone else. And it takes a very special personality and a very special type of artist to be able to bring that out in everyone. So I feel very lucky.
Yeah, you're blessed. I mean, that is a fantastic show, and it got the notoriety it deserved. Tell us your favorite thing that you love about being a music supervisor.
You know, it's that moment when you find that song that works in that scene that transcends everything. It happens sometimes early on in the process. Sometimes it happens extremely late at night. Sometimes it's weeks in and wave after wave of different ideas and not quite getting it right. And then at some moment, there's an electricity that comes from that song and that scene that is greater than both of them. It is this interesting tension that happens, this synchronicity of energies where something that should be one thing turns into several things at once. And I think that what I hope, at least with Breaking Bad and some of my other projects, that we get to those answers and we find a way to make those scenes sing. So the audience feels both the depth of the experience within the context of the show and part of the story, but are also feeling a reverberation that goes on thereafter. And I think that one of the really beautiful things about music and film is there's no greater form of putting people into a dream state. There's no greater way of influencing the masses, I think, than that magical ability of music and image to merge and take you into a place that you feel emotionally connected, intellectually connected, societally connected. And I think that what's great about our jobs is when we find that moment and we know that that scene will never be viewed without that song, and that song will never have the same resonance as it has in that moment, that you've created something very beautiful, and you've kind of shepherded a marriage that will hopefully, for millions of people, give great pleasure and great interest and deepen their experience of that project.
I agree. We had Azure Sierra from Ozomali, and he said, he did a song for a movie, Angelina Jolie shooting a BB gun. Like, that's his, he's good. He's always good. So I understand that mood. So anyway, Thomas Golubic, nominated tonight, and also one of the founding members of the Music Supervisor Guild and a board member. So thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thanks, John.
For more Q-Score, please check us out at emPOWERme.tv to find out what goes on behind the curtain and how the film and TV music gets made. It happens right here. Tune in.